Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt. Welcome back to Farlands or Bust. Woof. Woof indeed. I do believe those skeletons have ceased. Ceased to be. They have. Hi, Wolfie. And yeah, welcome to episode 689 of Farlands or Bust. For your Wednesday, May 23rd. Thanks. 2018. Did they drop? Ooh, arrows. I will take these arrows. I will not take... Oh, look at all these arrows. Look at these guys. Giving us gifts. Gifts upon which we will take and never, ever use. Because I'm apparently much more adept at running away from danger than attacking it. But we continue west here in Minecraft Beta 173. Gotta get those wooden planks. Didn't forget. Didn't forget. Wolfie didn't forget. Get them wooden planks. You know what else you can get? The satisfaction of donating to Direct Relief. Over at farlandsorbust.com you can do so. Trying to raise $50,000 for Direct Relief this season. Currently at $15,999.99. Thank you everybody who has continued donating. We got a few very generous donations in, but whether or not they're those big donations or the little incremental ones, they all count. They all go towards the great cause of Direct Relief and get us towards our goals. 2 goals this season. Once we get to $25,000, I will do a build of the Lego Saturn V, much akin to the build we did of the Lego Space Shuttle for a previous charity milestone, but way back in the day. And then, of course, $50,000 is when we finally press F3 to see how far we've gone in this here Farlands or Bust worlds. This episode being recorded live before a Twitch studio audience, and I've already mentioned to them, and now will mention to you, that this weekend, more charity opportunities for you. We're supporting Direct Relief here at Farlands or Bust, but also Extra Life Charity, as you know, in association with, in partnership whereinto, we are associated and enjoined by the group of Mindcrack. We are raising money for Extra Life Charity this weekend. The Mindcrack Spring 24-hour marathon. Not to be confused with the Mindcrack Marathon proper? Full version? Is this like Adobe software? Professional? Entry level? No, this one, we're not all getting together, except for in the digital realm. And this is a 24-hour stream. Starts at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Pacific time this Saturday, which is also midnight Eastern time, and goes for 24 hours. This Saturday, May 26th. We're obviously going to be doing a charity UHC, very similar to the charity UHCs in the past, where you can donate to spawn items for your favorite Mindcrackers and players of the UHC, and or spawn, crazy wither things in the map, and all sorts of madness and wizardry can take place thanks to your donations, which go to Direct Relief. And then a bunch of different segments. I retweeted Good's tweet, and if I remember, I will remember. I'll put a link to it in the description, but a whole 24-hour schedule also included in that. The next morning, Sunday morning, Wreckfest for Breakfast Live. Wreckfest for Breakfast Live, starting at 6 a.m. Pacific time, Sunday morning. I'm on Pacific time. I've got to be up to stream Wreckfest for breakfast at 6 a.m. Should we, Cone is here in the chat, for those of you watching later. Should we all vow to actually be simultaneously eating breakfast. Pancakes, perhaps. Cone. Whilst we wreckfest for said breakfast. That might work. Yeah? Is that a thing that might work? I'll have my coffee and pancakes. I need pancake mix. I already made my banana bread. I was talking about before how I bought bananas, and then was once again reminded of how when I just eat regular raw bananas, they make my stomach hurt, and I'm like, why did I buy these bananas? This has got to be like the 16th time this has happened, where I'm like, I should buy bananas. Look how cheap they are, and they're so healthy. No, they hurt. They're painful to me. So I made banana bread instead with a gluten-free recipe that Minecraft Leanne sent to me, I do believe, on the Patreon Discord. Turned out good. And is much easier on the stomach than straight up bananas in bread form, gluten-free bread form. Turned out good indeed. I don't think I'll have any of those left by the time Wreckfest for Breakfast happens during the Mindcrack marathon. But yeah, just felt like mentioning that. So obviously it's not like a competition between which charity you support, Farlands or Bust or Mindcrack marathon or anybody else's for that matter. Humble Bundle, Desert Bus, Zeldathon, you know, it's all good in this here hood. What? So yeah, if you want to hold on to your pennies for this weekend, maybe get your friend Kurt J. Mack a nice golden apple or a health potion during the UHC. I don't know. Might be a good idea. Just saying. But yeah, that starts 6 p.m. Pacific time this Saturday and runs for 24 hours. Did I do that right? Or does it start 6 a.m.? Cone? Am I being dumb? Do I need to correct myself 5 minutes ago? Does it start at 9 a.m.? 6 a.m. 9 a.m. No, Wreckfest is 6 a.m. Wreckfest for Breakfast is 6 a.m. But I think the stream starts at 9 a.m. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of the live one. The live one we normally start in the evening. I do apologize. We start at 9 a.m. on Saturday. 9 a.m. on Saturday. I'm thinking, I don't care about Wreckfest right now. Everybody in chat is like, just, this is always the hardest thing of scheduling anything. You say Pacific Daylight Time, people ask what it is as standard time, and we're like, nobody's in standard time. Stop asking standard time. So it starts, I'm sorry, everybody has written down in their calendars already that it starts at 9 p.m. I'm gonna have to put in snarky yellow text to correct me. The marathon starts at 9 a.m. It starts 9 a.m. Pacific time this Saturday, May 26th, and goes till 9 a.m. Sunday, the next day, 24 hours from when it starts. So it's pretty much all day Saturday, if you want to look at it like that. Saturday is the day. But don't forget Sunday morning, because at 6 a.m. on Sunday morning is Wreckfest for breakfast. Have we figured it out? Did we save the world, Wolfie? Nope. Okay. Just wants to keep walking. That's fine. All right. That is 100% correct. Verified on Twitter. Yeah. Let's continue on here in Farlands or Busts. See if we can get any more important dates and times incorrect. We got questions and stuff. No, mostly questions from folks who have donated to Direct Relief at farlandsorbust.com, such as this one from Torin Darkflight. Torin Darkflight asks, have you ever gone snorkeling or scuba diving? I'm doing it right now. Can't you see? We are scuba diving right now. No, I never have. I've never not snorkeled or snow dove. Scuba dove. Scuba dove. Snow globe? Who? No, I've never done either of those things. I'm not, it seems like those people do those sort of things when they're on a tropical vacation. And I'm honestly not huge on the tropical vacations. When I go on vacation, I'm more about, like, not sitting on a beach and being lazy. I'm, like, about sightseeing or road tripping or hiking or whatever. So yeah, that's not the sort of thing I tend to do. So no, I've never been. It would be interesting, particularly scuba diving, but that requires a little bit more knowledge and perhaps certification than your basic snorkel. Well, let's go to sleep and snorkel in the morning. And a scuba-ness, scuba-dooba-ness, scooby-dooby-dooby-ness. Oh, boy. But yeah, I would like to, it almost probably feels like flying scuba diving, or like being an astronaut, but underwater. Like an aquanaut, So like, for that reason, I think it would be cool. Snorkeling honestly kind of scares me. Like, what's to stop you from accidentally sucking in a bunch of water? Other than, you know, not being stupid. I'm not saying I fall into that category even. But, yeah. Also, the water scares me a bit. Like, water you can't see the bottom of, so I guess I'd be alright if it was, like, snorkeling in the coral reefs, or even though, as somebody who worries about the environment, that sort of tourist activity tends to destroy those coral reefs. But that's getting a little bit beside the point. Like, when I go swimming, I don't know the last time I've been in a pool, but when I've gone swimming, my favorite thing to do is to swim to the bottom and kind of just hang out. Just kind of hang out, scare everybody up on top, wondering why I'm not breathing. You know, fun. So yeah, that, I can hold my breath a long time too, I've mentioned that before. But yeah, no, I've never done either of those things. I'd also like to go, kayaking? Kayaking seems interesting. Again, I don't know the rules and regulations and whereabouts things can be done. I'm sure around here there's so much water and islands and things. I'm sure kayaking is a thing I could do around here. Not like whitewater kayaking or rapids or anything, but like ocean, you know, like along the shores and stuff. The Puget Sound and whatnot would be interesting. And perhaps if I like it enough, I would get a kayak and be a kayaksman. Kayaks boy. Now that I have that fancy pants roof rack on my Subaru XV Crosstrek. I'll just lean into this whole Pacific Northwest outdoors person. So yeah, I'll have to consider that sort of stuff eventually. I mean, kayaking seems like hiking, but on water, is what it seems like. It would certainly be a test to see how in shape or not my upper body strength is. Ooh, look at this land. Neat. It seems a little bit dangerous to traverse, so we're just going to look at it from our sea kayak here and continue on. Indeed. So thank you very much, Torin Dogflight, for that question and donation. Powers2440 asks, are V-necks in? I don't wear V-necks in particular. I don't know about your questions. Is this a reference to something? I know Milby likes V-necks. Ah! I don't know, I've never I've had V-necks. I have a few V-necks, and they maybe work under, like, a shirt that maybe you don't button up all the way, because you're really not supposed to show your undershirt under a shirt. It's a meta question, Cone lets me know. Probably from that crazy Cone Dodger Discord, Ah, in reference to TeePublic, which is where the Farlands or Bust shirt store is located, as well as the newly minted Cone Dodger 240 shirt store. They have V-necks. I couldn't see... I don't think V-necks would be good, for a graphic tee. That would be a weird look, I feel. But I've been known to be wrong. So, not on me. I think it looks weird on me because of the beard. Like, the beard fills in the V part of the neck, and then it almost feels strangely intentional like that. And that's not great. But, thank you very much for that question, Powers, and donation. Small Batch asks, why am I... It's very dry in here. I feel like my lower lip is splitting open every time I open my mouth to talk, and I feel like I'm trying to not open my mouth too wide, and it's making my speech sound a little bit slurred or sloshy. I need some lip balm, some chapstick. Small Batch asks, on any of your hikes, have you found any fossils? Do you have any interest in visiting famous archaeological or geological sites? Well, I've been... I've been... No, it's been... I've been to... I had to do it. Once I thought about it, I had to say it. It's a compulsion. When I was little, we went to Badlands in South Dakota, and I was for sure convinced that that is where you find dinosaur bones, and I was going to go digging for some dinosaur bones. I did not go digging for some dinosaur bones. No, I've never found any fossils or anything. Maybe, I don't know. I got careful, Wolfie. I've probably... Well, I don't know. I don't think I have. Like, I'm trying to think of those, you know, you find in those layers of shale rock. Just little sort of troglobites and clams and, you know, little kind of fish stuff that you can find. I don't think I've particularly found anything like that. So, short answer, no. I am interested, though, in that sort of stuff. Like, it's very interesting if you're at, like, the Grand Canyon or any sort of hiking place with erosion, to see the different layers in the rock. Or say if you're in, like, Colorado, you can see the layers and the bends, the tectonic uplift, and I don't know the terms, but there's, like, you know, bends in the rock, waves, where the compression and contraction has taken place. That's always interesting to me. I always wanted to, like, ooh, where's the KT line? Where's the KT line? That's where the supposed, most likely, asteroid impact killed the dinosaurs. Left a layer of sediment indicating such things as these. I don't know where you gotta go to see the KT line. That'd be pretty cool, though. I'm pretty sure I haven't. So yeah, that'd be interesting. There's not that much around here of that, unfortunately, though. I mean, maybe there is. Maybe I gotta get out west, or east. I've gotta get out east. Just because a lot of the stuff in the Pacific Northwest is all lava and volcanic rock. So there is it hasn't had much time to be sedimentated upon. as opposed to Arizona. Oh, this used to be the bottom of an ocean. Okay, there's a lot of sediment and layers and stuff like that you can see. Sandstone and whatnot. Wyoming and Colorado, you can find the KT line. Interesting. My mom just moved to Colorado, and I've considered taking a road trip out there at some point with Juno. Well, that would be one hell of a road trip with a dog. I don't know. I mean, it would certainly be interesting, but yeah, I'd like to visit. I've been to Colorado a few times. Look at this neat place. Look at this neat place. Speaking of erosion and uplift and downdrafts and updrafts and, you know, science. Geology. There's even another nice place over there. Woo, we've got some really good landscapes here today. We've invoked the geological gods of Minecraft. Well, now I want to go over there and see that too. Let's make an elevated hidey hole here before we do any of that. You know what? I've been carrying around this rubbish. Rubbish for no reason. Yeah, small batch. I mean, as far as archaeological, when you say archaeological, I think you mean, like, human activity stuff. And yeah, I've been to Mexico, to Chichen Itza and those pyramids and things. So that stuff always interests me. I've never been to, like, the European, like, Greece or anything like that, or Egypt. That would be similarly interesting. But yeah, let's go to sleep and continue the geology in the morning. And awakeness. Ow! And a twist my ankleness. Indeed. Hold on a minute. I need to take a sip of water. I'm gonna, like, look in the mirror and my lip is gonna be gushing with blood. Blood! Ah. Liquid. Look at that sheep. Don't fall, sheep. That's a distance. He's gonna fall. Let's watch this sheep fall. Or not. Safe sheep. This one from Brigadier General Hughes. Brigadier General Hughes asks, long-time podcast listener here. Ooh, did you guys know that there's a podcast edition? Link in the description below. What was your experience? What has your experience been with Lego? Did you play as a child, or did you discover them more recently? Did you have a favorite set, or one you might be interested in assembling in the future besides the Saturn V? Yeah, I had Lego for quite a long time as a kid. I'm still unsure of what has become of them. I had a big box of Lego, big box of all my Legos, that when I grew up I gave to somebody who was younger than me, and now they aren't in my family anymore, so I don't have them anymore. Probably a good thing. Probably a good thing. Declutter. They're in the past. A lot of the pieces were missing. It was just really a big jumbled box full of Lego. We haven't thought about them until now. Thanks a lot. No, but yeah, one of my favorite sets was the I had the Black Sea Barracuda, which was the biggest pirate ship you could get. The big 3-sailed one. That one I had. That was probably my biggest set. I had not the original space shuttle, but there was a like 3rd generation Lego space shuttle. It was kind of tiny. But yeah, I had an old space shuttle. I had a bunch of like race car ones that had the gas station and pit stop stuff. Few other like other pirate things. I had some of the old school space ones before they kind of branched off into different, like just like the really cheesy space ones. There's like some weird big truck thing that had 4-wheel steering and spaceshipy stuff. Like pretty much the spaceship guy from the Lego movie. It had that kind of generic icon. So yeah, I was very much into the Lego growing up. And then yeah, really didn't dabble again until the Lego space shuttle. Oh god! Defend yourself! Defend yourself! Defend yourself! Murder him, Wolfie! Good lord! What a rude dude! Oh, there's more rude dudes! Run away! Run away! Boat away! That surprised me. I was very surprised at that. I don't know what I expected to happen going into a unknown dark area. Yeah, we murdered it with the arrows that were given to us by his cousins at the beginning of the episode. His dead, burned to death cousins. Murder. Alright. Did you take any damage in that? A little bit. I think I fared worse than Wolfie did here. Bloop. Let's eat a golden apple. Let's make some banana bread, shall we? Beep, boop, boop, boop. How much does bread... Oh, all the way. Mmm, gluten. Poink. Okay. Let's continue. I heard and I felt the shots, but I didn't... I was so confused where they were coming from, because nowhere really seemed dark. Bunch of rude dudes. Oh, it wasn't even over there. It was over here. So yeah, I still have the space shuttle that I built, because that was built in adulthood. So I still have that one here in the office. Hopefully at some point it will be accompanied by a Saturn V rocket. How big is the Saturn V anyway? I don't know if I have space to display it. But yeah, I was into Lego, floating tree. I had the awkwardly named erector sets, which were like metal building things with like screws and actual nuts and things. Honestly, I could use some of those parts. I bet you some of those parts, actually a lot of those parts would work just swell for this bracket I'm trying to fabricate to keep the tachometer, to install the tachometer in the Corolla. Take that, grass! That was an accidental click. Now that I'm thinking about it, there were some very specific, like, square metal pieces that had holes drilled in them that I could have probably just bolted and ran with it. But no, it didn't. The erector set is all gone as well. Although the first erector set I had, I think, was my dad's or somebody's. It was like a real old, like rusty, real safe for the kids, rusty old erector set. All right, this place is a landmine zone for Wolfie. A zone of landmines. A minefield, even, they're sometimes known as. A field of mines. So, yeah, dang, I wish I had some of those pieces. That would make it so much more convenient. Before I started recording this episode, I was going on about how I'm ill-equipped to fabricate things out of metal with my not workbench folding table setup that I have to work on things for the Corolla. I made anecdote time. I did for, y'all remember science class. You had to do science projects and then present them on cardboard. One of them was I was testing paper airplane designs, and I had these various paper airplane set up, and obviously you want the only variable of your science experiment to be the airplane design and not how fast you throw them by hand or anything like that. So I built, using erector sets, a airplane launcher, which was pretty much almost like an aircraft carrier launcher. Obviously not air powered, but rubber band powered. And it had a specific little hook that hooked onto the airplanes, pulled it back and engaged it, and flipped the switch, and then swing! The airplanes went, and I measured the distance they flew. So yeah, I built a lot of things that were... Obviously, when you got an erector set, there were different instructions. You can build this, you can build this, but I tended to build a lot of stuff that was off the cuff, as it were. And they even had little motorized things. I know one of them was like a windmill you could make, and a helicopter. Wolfie, why did you spawn there? This is most inappropriate. So yeah, I'm pretty handy. Except when it counts, apparently. Oh, man. I don't think I had many other building type sets other than Lego and the erector sets. Like, I didn't have Connects or things like that. Those were the only... Those were the only toys I was given as a child. No. But yeah. Thank you very much, everybody, for your donations. That's much appreciated. This is a nice little entrance we got going here. Oop. Oop. There we go. See. Really concentrating on this part, sorry. This is taking all my engineering skill. But yeah, farlandsarbust.com to donate to Direct Relief. And you too can see my engineering prowess and instruction following aptitude at work. Once we reach $25,000 and build the Lego Saturn V. Alternately, this weekend, 9 a.m., starting at 9 a.m. Saturday morning, Saturday, May 26th, the Mindcrack Marathon. Obviously, there's the Mindcrack channel, Twitch channel, where that's taking place, but also things like the UHC and whatnot will be all simulcast on our appropriate channels. What am I trying to do here? Oh, I gotta make the beds. I also gotta make a new shovel. So be sure to check that out and support Extra Life charity through the Mindcrack Marathon, Spring Marathon, mini marathon, 24-hour situation thing. And yeah. It's kind of the, like, people are wondering, oh, why are you doing this? Are you not doing the in-person one like we did last year? No, this is... Many forget, but we've done these for quite a while. This is kind of a run-up, a sort of a test run of the Mindcrack Marathon, and if we can prove to ourselves as well as potential sponsors and whatnot that we can run such a successful marathon donation stream as a group, then it is with this as proof that we move forward with the fully fledged 48-hour everybody flies in on location and does a Mindcrack marathon. That's how that kind of works. So yeah, that's what this one's for. And of course, raising money for Extra Life charity as well, like we do with the main marathon. And that, my friends, is what's coming up. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate the support. My name is Kurt. I will see you next time. No, they hurt.